This doesn't feel right. I feel like we're literally giving our truck cholesterol. All right guys, here we go. McDonald's fry grease into our diesel truck in 3, 2, 1. Here it goes. It looks like maple syrup. Welcome back to Novice Garage. This episode, guys, we're gonna see if McDonald's cooking oil, AKA vegetable oil, can actually make a diesel engine run. The first part of this video, guys, we have just straight vegetable oil. It's not used, it's brand new. We're gonna pour this in our tank in our 7.3 diesel truck. We're gonna see if it runs off the stuff. Make sure you stick all the way to the end of this video because yes, we will actually be using real McDonald's frying grease. It's disgusting, but we'll try it. I don't think we can get any more American than this.
Got a diesel, it's a 7.3, and then it's gonna run on french fries.
Guys, we broke the truck pretty bad last episode. If you haven't seen it, link in the description. This is all Zach's fault. He said, it'll be fine, I got you, I can pull it out.
I didn't say you weren't gonna break anything. I just said I could get you out.
Anyways, we tried off-roading our 1999 Ford F350 and it's two-wheel drive, which is probably why we got stuck. Long story short, guys, we had the water come all the way up into the cab, and since we had a TS6 chip in our PCM, it shorted it out, so our PCM was toast. Luckily, we had several of you guys reach out to us, and this awesome subscriber named Tyler Simpson sent us a brand new, to us, PCM for absolutely free. So, huge shout out to Tyler Simpson. He's the whole reason why this truck is currently running. Alright guys, so since vegetable oil is very thick compared to diesel, the first part of this video, we actually need to warm the truck up. There's also a little bit of diesel left in the truck, so we're gonna try and run it as low as possible before we start this. Alright guys, so one thing we're gonna do, we're gonna measure the temperature at the downpipe, which is after the turbo. So we're gonna measure it with diesel, so as normal, and we're also gonna measure it on vegetable oil. Basically, we'll be able to find out roughly if vegetable oil burns hotter or cooler than actual diesel. So right now, the truck is fully warmed up. So right now with diesel, we're at about 282 degrees Fahrenheit at the downpipe. First things first, we need to drain some of this diesel out. So for the first test, we're still gonna have a little bit of diesel in the system. We have like a quarter tank of diesel in the tank, so we need to drain it. So to do that, we're doing it the ghetto way. We're taking the cover off the fuel bowl here, which fills with diesel. And here in a second. All right guys, so what we're actually doing, we got the top off the fuel bowl, obviously. Hooked our hand pump up to the fuel bowl.
Pump and talk.
Oh, my bad. We got the fuel pump hooked up to the fuel bowl. Well, every time the fuel pump turns off, Chris has to go and cycle the key back on. So basically, we're just pumping the diesel as it comes into the fuel bowl. We got a 5-gallon bucket right here. And honestly, guys, it's working great.
Yep, it's definitely going down.
I wonder if it's hot.
I mean, it's steamy.
It's warm. It's warm.
Warm.
It's not like, ah!
Is that a temperature now? Ah!
Now, for this first test, we're gonna have probably like a 70-30 mix, 70% vegetable oil and 30% diesel. And the main thing is, guys, we're using a truck. Not very many people have done this. In fact, I don't think there's any videos on YouTube where someone's used a turbo diesel fuel injected setup. This stuff is very easy to clog your injectors with. So hopefully that doesn't happen today. All right, guys, first gallon of vegetable oil going in the diesel truck. Here we go. Yum. You know, it's really not that thick, surprisingly. It's flowing pretty good. This is not a fryer. Gallon number 2, again, for proof. Here's the seal. Here's my finger going through the seal.
Proof is in the pudding.
Yep, here we go. Gallon number 2 going in the tank. You're splooshing in the freaking tank?
Yeah. Flawless execution.
You know what's cool though? You don't get a calorie label on diesel.
Oh yeah.
So we just poured in 240 calories worth of fuel.
All right, now we need to do the other way. You run the truck on vegetable oil and you make some french fries and diesel.
All right guys, we got 2 gallons of pure vegetable oil in the tank. So we have roughly a 50-50 mix of diesel and vegetable oil. So let's go ahead and start the truck up and drive it around. Let's see how it runs. It does kind of smell like french fries, not gonna lie. Alright guys, so we're about 10 minutes into our test drive and it's not sounding too good.
Oh yeah, do you smell that?
What is that?
That is not French fries, that is transmission. Is anything on fire?
Oh, you hear that? That does not sound good. Oh. So apparently the transmission got really hot, which would explain the leaking of the ATF and also why the transmission was slipping literally so bad we couldn't drive it any farther. So now we had to find a way to tow it back home.
I don't need
Sorry, my mom said I can't pick up strangers.
I got free candy though. So you have to tow the 7.3 home?
No.
Make it louder!
So at this point, not only did we have to fix the transmission, but we also still had to find a McDonald's that'd be willing to give us some of their old fry grease. So as soon as we got home, we grabbed our phones, and by the 5th phone call, we actually found a restaurant that was willing to give us what we needed.
Give us a bucket of grease. I've already filled it in. And see there, some grease. Alright guys, so update right now. We just picked up the grease at your local McDonald's. We had to put it in a gas can because I have no other way of transporting anything.
So we got the McDonald's grease in this gas jug right here, and we're about to start filtering it out because this stuff is dirty. It's nasty, it's filthy, and we gotta fix that. Alright guys, we got our free biodiesel cleaning device set up, aka a bed sheet and a bucket. And here we go. So we're about to see how bad this stuff is.
Oh, it's not clean.
It looks like syrup.
I thought it was so much cleaner than this. Yeah, I told Gabe, just chuck it in your diesel. It's clean. That is not clean.
That is not clean at all. It's filtering pretty quick though, it really is.
Yeah, all that food's coming out of it. Look at that.
Yeah.
All this right here.
Obviously the whole point of this sheet is to filter out all the bits of food because we do not want that in our fuel pump or injectors or anywhere in the truck for that matter.
That's how you get clogged right here. That's over here.
This is how you give your truck diabetes.
Yeah.
Alright, so we went to Walmart and got 4 quarts of ATF, so we're going to try topping off the transmission. Maybe it's just low, maybe it just got hot and overheated, and maybe there's an overflow tube, we don't know. The transmission might be done, it might not. So we're going to go ahead and throw these 4 quarts of ATF in there and see if it still drives. We literally put 1 quart of ATF in it and it's working now. Now that we had the transmission issue fixed and the truck was once again moving on its own power, we only had one more thing to do. We had to drain the rest of the diesel out of the truck because for this last test we wanted to run 100% straight McDonald's frying grease. And we did that by sticking a siphon pump into the tank and also draining the fuel bowl completely. So here we go. Let's see what happens. Alright guys, so we have our McDonald's frying grease in this gas container right here. You guys saw that earlier. So, but what we're actually gonna do, we're gonna pour a gallon of it into this clear vegetable oil container. Obviously it's empty. That way you guys can see like what it's like and what color it is. So yeah, let's do that real quick. And this is on backwards. Woo, look at that. It's flowing so slowly. It's like tar, dude. It's grody.
Oh, it's disgusting.
It's frying grease straight from McDonald's.
Oh, that's black.
Healthy. Now the part of the video you've all been waiting for, no clickbait here, we are actually gonna put McDonald's cooking oil / fry grease into our fuel tank on this truck. Now right here, we have straight from Walmart, clean vegetable oil, and then we have the used vegetable oil / cooking oil. So you can see the color difference there. A lot of people have converted their farm trucks, whatever, to run on used vegetable oil, and we couldn't find any big difference between clean vegetable oil and used vegetable oil. The main difference is companies, diners, whatever, they have to pay to get rid of this stuff versus vegetable oil, you have to buy it from the store. Vegetable oil, when compared to diesel, is a lot more thick. It's actually 11 to 17 times thicker, which is not good for your fuel injectors, your fuel pump, pretty much any part of the engine for that matter. But the good thing is when vegetable oil heats up, just like any other substance, it gets more thin, which we're in the heat of the Texas summer right now. It's almost 100 degrees out here. Most setups that we've seen online consist of 2 fuel tanks, and what they'll do is obviously one tank will have diesel in it and the other external tank will be full of used cooking oil, and they'll start the truck up on the diesel tank and let it warm up, and once the engine's actually warm enough, they flip a switch and it changes to vegetable oil. For this video, we're literally putting it straight into our tank. We don't really know how well it's gonna work. Essential. All right guys, so the tank is empty and we're gonna show you all the fuel bowl real quick. The truck actually cut out on us. So on this truck, the fuel bowl is right here. So the fuel goes to the injectors after the fuel bowl, and as you guys can see, it is empty, and this is what hopefully will catch all the bad stuff from going into the motor. I can't overtime that because we have to change it out probably tomorrow. This doesn't feel right. I feel like we're literally giving our truck cholesterol. All right guys, here we go. McDonald's fry grease into our diesel truck in 3, 2, 1. Here it goes. It looks like maple syrup.
Holding the funnel is like the equivalent to holding the flashlight for your dad.
Pretty much, yeah. Thanks, son.
I'm so useless right now.
This actually looks tasty on pancakes, but it is flowing real easy, honestly. All right guys, that's 1 gallon. I need to keep this scientific. We're actually gonna fill this guy back up so we can measure how many gallons we're putting in here. So, you know what's funny? This stuff is supposed to burn cleaner than diesel does. So this is actually better for the environment than putting diesel in your truck. That's what I read online. Yeah, that's true.
Take that, tree huggers.
Gallon number 2 of McDonald's grease going in there. Funnel man to the rescue. Yep. Funnel man. That was really stupid. I'm editing that out. All right, here it goes.
I had the Rocket Man song in my head.
2 gallons down. Oh boy.
Huh?
All right, so I think that's about all we got. So this is half gallon-ish, a little bit more. Or like 5/8 of a gallon. So, and I see a little bit of food in there. We'll be fine. So this will make 2.5 gallons.
Oh, yeah, I see a french fry right there.
Really?
It looks like it.
All right guys, 2.5 gallons of cooking oil, used cooking oil in the truck. Is it gonna start? Comment below, let's find out. All right, so before we actually start it, we have to prime the system because there's gonna be a bunch of air in the lines. And you do that by simply turning the key on and off. And we almost got 1/8 of a tank. Almost, ish, kind of. You hear the fuel pump? It's like begging for mercy. It's like, ugh. Starting it up in 3, 2, 1, ad break. Woo! It works! It's first drive on 100% McDonald's cooking oil. Here we go. Hopefully the transmission cooperates. We're moving forward, that's a good thing. Okay. Dang guys, I'm impressed so far. It's not hesitating. It's running like it normally would on diesel, surprisingly. Woo! Wait, and there's the boost. Zach's been waiting for this moment the entire video.
Yeah!
Okay.
Yeah, I got my truck keys.
Here we go.
I don't have any diesel though.
Do you smell that? It literally smells like French fries.
Yeah.
Woo! We got the truck back to the house, so we're gonna go ahead and get a temp reading again on the downpipe, this time obviously with the waste vegetable oil in it. So let's see how hot the downpipe is now. The truck's been idling for a while now, so it's not as hot as it was whenever we were doing those donuts. So let's see what it is. We're averaging about 276, which I believe was slightly cooler than diesel. So it's actually burning a little bit cooler. All right, so since we've been driving with the used cooking oil for a hot minute, we're gonna go ahead and take the fuel bowl cover off. We're gonna go ahead and check how dirty that fuel filter is. Let's see what the French fry grease actually did to it. How's it look?
The fuel looks dirty, but the filter looks cleaner.
Honestly, the filter doesn't look bad at all. You can definitely see the cooking oil in there. That's not diesel,
The filter's not that bad though. Not bad. Not bad at all.
So there y'all have it. This video honestly couldn't have gone better. It worked flawlessly. There is literally no real difference between running diesel and used vegetable oil at all. Maybe stuttered a little bit, but the truck ran just fine with the cooking oil. That's it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed this, please hit that like button and drop a comment below. What should we try next? And with that said, our event is actually coming up this Sunday. Link in the description, July 21st. Drifting, autocross, and a brand new test and tune. Go check it out on our Facebook page. And we will see you guys next time. Any last words?
Be there, be square.
Be there, be square. Chris?
Hungry for Chick-fil-A.
He's hungry. He has a Chick-fil-A addiction. Oh, it is Sunday. You're f***ed. All right, Chris, let her rip. Here we go. McDonald's frying grease into...
Is there any way you can give us some used cooking oil?